Oh my goodness, spring is in the air in Yvette's Junk Journal shop. So we are going to look at some new journals that have come into my shop. That's Yvette's Junk Journal shop on Ko-fi. All of these will be available. We have two artists today, Connie and Barbara, and I have a lot of journals to go through, but these were so great when I got them and opened the boxes, and they just kind of all go together. So I wanted to do this video. So it'll be a little bit longer video. I know I've been away for a little bit. Some of you know I was in a car accident in November. I still am recuperating from some of the injuries from that. So yeah, I haven't been doing a whole bunch of videos, taking care of myself. Appreciate your patience while that is happening. For those of you who may not know, my mother was in the accident with me, so she is also recovering. Thank you so much to everyone for your prayers and concerns. We really appreciate that. So I just wanted to get that mentioned as well. So if you haven't been seeing at least a video from me a week, which is what I try to do, that is what's going on. So I have a lot of things going on in my shop right now. I have a store-wide sale going on, 10% off everything in my shop. That includes the items that I marked down here recently. So 10% off. And then let me adjust my camera here just a little bit. Also, I have started having membership tiers in my shop. So you'll want to check that out under the membership tab. And I did another video highlighting that, but I did want to mention that. So thank you for those of you who have joined my tier. I hope you enjoyed the little package that you got and be watching my channel and my shop for some upcoming free digitals for members only. And I have one in there planned just for the shop in itself, but special ones for my members. So check that out. Without further ado, let's get into these journals. So as you can see, beautiful, beautiful journals today. So these are two artists that I've worked with, and even before I had my shop, I worked with them at Lindsay Sonor over at Nevermore Creations. When she stopped doing consignment, I took over her consignment portion of her business, and these artists have come over from there. So this one is from Barbara Dew, and the cover on this one is a little bit stiff. Just want you to be aware of that. Nothing wrong with it. It's just I don't want any surprises when you get the journals, so I try to point these things out. So sometimes it's a hard position to be in when you have artists to represent, and then you also have to, of course, represent your or take care of your customers. So I just always like to point things out. I'm not being critical. I'm just helping you to understand exactly what's in the journal. So I love the theme of this one. It's so beautiful, and the pretty colors that she has going on. She's got all this fun lace and little pom-poms down the side there. And she does a lot of stitching in her journals. This takes a lot of time on the sewing machine. And I do have a video coming up where I'm doing my monthly challenge journal. For those of you who haven't been watching my channel, I'm doing a year-long challenge with, 8 other ladies at this point, or 9 others. And we have committed to doing one craft project on our bucket list each month and getting those from bucket list to done. So I have my journal. I asked people to vote for that, and I had like 5 different themes that I couldn't decide what to do. So the one that I am doing is kind of a country theme, so that'll be a lot of fun to work on. And so be watching for the upcoming video. I wanted to do a video and share which one was chosen, and the Rustic Country Journal was the one. So I took all the suggestions, put them in a cup, and drew one out. I did that on my own because the day that I was supposed to have the drawing was not a good day to do that for me. So I just went ahead and announced that. I hope that was okay with everybody, but I'm really trying to get back on course, and it's been a little bit of a long road, a little bit more than I thought it was going to be. Still not able to drive. Have some issues going on with my eye. So anyway, long story short, feel free to email me. My email is in the description box on all my videos if you would like to chat a little bit. Yeah, it's just leave it where it's at. Just recovering and trying to get over all of those things. So beautiful journal here from Barbara for our first one today. Let's look at another one here, and I'm just going to grab these as they are sitting here on my desk because I don't have a lot of room. Here we go with another one. I'm not sure whose is whose. I'm just showing them as I grab them here. So this one has some layering. It's got some handmade paper on there. Beautiful spine. And a little bit, I love the monochromatic look of this one. And it's got a little charm down here. Little puppy charm. And this is from Barbara. It's called It's a Dog's Life. So if you are a dog lover or know someone who is, look at that cute little ruffle. This would make a great journal. Lots of little tuck spots. I love how she did the ruffle on there. So if you don't get anything more out of this video other than inspiration, well, I mean, come on, we've got lots of inspiration going on here. So that in itself is worth a bunch. So pretty how she did all these little bits and pieces in here. Belly band. I love the tone on tone. This is a little booklet in there. Don't want to take that out. Little boy and his puppy. So I don't have a dog, but my daughter does, and she lives with me, so I guess I kind of have a dog. And my grandson, the dog is a Doberman, and he has a lot of fun with my grandson. His name is Jackson, the dog, and my grandson calls him Jack Jack. And they're best buddies, so it's kind of funny because he's an old man dog, and my little grandson B is 4, and I call him B, Busy B. Anyway, he's 4, and he loves that dog so much. It's great to see them play together. Jackson's getting old, and he's got some hip issues, but he's a good dog. Such a cute journal. So like I said, this is going to be a little bit of a longer journal than I'm normally doing, but I just want to take my time as I'm coming back into this after a few weeks off. Here we have this one coming up, so I'm just going to put these over here that I've looked at so I don't get confused. Spin you around a little bit, sorry about that. Okay, our next one looks like a bird theme. Move this over so we have a little more room here. It's got a pretty blue ribbon on the outside. This is fabric. This is paper, it feels like. I'm not sure. Yeah, that's paper. It has 4 signatures. This one is from Connie. The Yellow Sunflower. It's a covered cereal box and a mailer. It's 8.5 by 6, 4 signatures. And then she's used some of Lindsay's kits, Nevermore Creations. So I try to show those at the front so you can stop the film or camera, video, whatever this is, and check out those digitals. So supporting other artists, we're always up for that. Really pretty theme here. She's done some stamping and little bird. She's finished off the ties there. Belly band. So with spring right around the corner, it's a great time to pick up a journal and maybe sit outside and just write your thoughts, draw your pictures, whatever you like to do in a journal. So that's something there. I made this when I was in Lindsay's shop. It's great to see that in a journal. So this is a little piece of fabric, and then I made it's a little flip up piece of card under there, and it's got leather trim and stuff like that. So thank you for using that, Connie. I think it works out great in your little journal here. So she's got this pretty yellow paper in there. So sometimes just adding a little bit of color like that, or the blue here, you don't really have to do a whole lot to the page. And that's a great way to decorate your journals. I hope you guys are getting inspiration as we go along here as well. It's always fun to see what other people do with the kits that I've used as well. Seeing several in here that I have used. They're just so pretty. Coffee dyed paper. So there's that one. All right, let's grab another one here. We've got chickens, I bet. It's got a brown silk tie and a cute little chicken wire fabric cover with this little chicken image on the front. And this is called Chickens. It's a cereal box, 5.5 by 9 wide, 5 signatures, 120 pages. And it has a writing board in there as well. So she's used magazine pages. Again, she's done some stitching around the edges here. Little tuck spots. So cute. She used a little hairpin there. So if you watch my channel, you know I don't show every single page, but I like to kind of pull things out a little bit so you know what you're going to be getting. Cute little lamb. Lots of color in this one. Be a great little journal. Cute chicken. With the price of eggs, this is probably quite expensive, right? Maybe we should charge accordingly for the journal. Every page is really colorful and fun. This reminds me, I made an egg apron for a friend of mine, crocheted it. I don't think I'll ever make another one. It was quite the task. Labor of love, for sure. Since I don't read patterns, it was even more challenging. Cute little basket there. And here's her little writing board. So the writing board, if you don't know what that is, let's say you have a page like this and you want to write on it. You just put this writing board underneath it and it makes a sturdy surface for you to write on, so you're not writing on a page. So over here, let me find one where there's a page. Maybe? Yeah, like this one. Oh no, that one's got... Anyway, so if you have a page with a lot of stuff on it and then you want to write on the page ahead of it and not have everything kind of come through, that is a really helpful way to do it. Like here you have this little boot and it's kind of made out of cardstock. So if you were to write on there, it might pick up that image, where if you put this down, it's going to smooth it out. Hope that makes sense. Or a writing board. Some people don't know what it is, so I always like to explain things as I come across them. So there's that one. We have this blue one, really pretty. It's got a couple of little angels on the front. Feels like a hardcover book. Yep, repurposed book. And this one is by Barbara. It's called Guardian Angels. It's a 5.5 by 7.5, 3 signatures, 60 pages. She's used Artie Mae's Ruby and Pearl, My Porch Prints, and Sam Poole kits. So it's always fun to intermix different kinds of kits and come up with your own journal that way. So some people like to use kits in their journals. Some of them don't. That's a question I get sometimes. I like to mix real ephemera with kits because I don't come across real ephemera very often, and the price point would make the journal a lot more expensive. So I like to combine the two. This is a pretty kit, and I love how she did this ruffle. She had that in the other journal. I think that's so pretty. And the little pocket here that she made. Very delicate lace. Love it. And she signed it in the back there and put the name of the journal. A lot of people have been asking for that. They want to have the journal signed. I think that's a great idea. I always forget to do it on my own, but yeah, I think it's a great idea. Here's another one we have. I have about 4 more here, so hope you guys are bearing with me as we look at each one of these beautiful journals. So this has a tie on. It's a double tie on the side. Beautiful ribbon down the spine. Again, this is handmade paper here. And then all layered on the front there with that image. And this one is from Barbara. It's called Violets and Lavender Wishes. It is 5.5 by 8.5, 3 signatures, 60 pages. Artie Mae's Nevermore Creations, My Porch Prints, and Paula Slater are the digital kits that she used in here. So very pretty purple theme. A little bit of blue to add in another color. So I used to live in Utah, and we had about 4 lilac bushes right outside my kitchen window, and I loved springtime with the lilacs and the smell. I'd open the kitchen window and it made the chore of doing dishes a little bit more enjoyable, but I don't mind doing dishes, so yeah. And then we moved to Oregon, and they don't grow too well here at the coast, so I tried to grow a hydrangea because it was kind of similar looking. And my husband was mowing the yard, didn't know I had a hydrangea there, and he ran over it. So that didn't last. And then I tried to grow a clematis, and it didn't grow. So I finally ended up at Mother's Day. My kids would get me a rhododendron each year. They're native to Oregon. And it's the only one I grow really well. I've never had to water them. They just grow. And I love that. So I have 15 rhododendrons. Some of them are over, they're probably going on about 25 years old now. So they're like big, huge trees, and I love it. I've dyed paper with some of them. That turned out really good. Anyway, moving on, we have this journal. It has a green tie fabric cover, 3 signatures. It's got a little bit of a squishy feel to it. Feels like maybe there's a bubble mailer in there on a hardcover. Connie Harvey, 3 signatures, 94 pages. And she's got pictures from a calendar, coffee dyed pages, and a whole bunch of other things in there. Rose Encyclopedia book pages. So very pretty theme. So I always felt like I was more of a fall person, but when I see spring items like, you know, decor or journals come in, I always love them. So maybe I need to switch up my favorite season. I don't know. I think in the spring and summer, I like the fall, and in the fall, I like the spring and summer. She's made a cute little dangle there. Can never go wrong with a rose theme, I don't think. There we have that. Okay, we have a few more here. See if we can guess who this one's from. Connie. It is called The Color Purple. Another purple theme, so if you pick up two, you could give one to a friend. That'd be awesome. And you'd be supporting actually 3 artists, because me and myself and the 2 ladies who made the journals. Pocket. She's done some work here with some page punch on the corners here. It looks like all the pages have that. That's a nice touch. We've got some vellum page. I love a vellum page. It kind of distorts the page behind it, but it's kind of a little peek at what's to come. So see there, you kind of see the image through it, and then this feels like a tracing paper, that one. So it's fun to use all those textures in a journal. And here she's added just a little bit to the white page. Always a great idea. So that's kind of how I decorate my journals. People, that's another question I get, is how do you know how many pages to put in? And I usually decorate the back of the digital page, just because that helps me control how many pages in the journal. So you can do a little bit like here, the stenciling, but then she's decorated this white page. So I do have guidelines for journals having, you know, decorated pages. But that's a great way to control yourself. Because otherwise, as crafters, we want to decorate everything. So she's got, this is a little see-through tag, very cute. So there's that one. We have 2 more. Thank you, ladies, for bearing with me as I'm showing your journals. I know it's been a little while, but I thank you for your patience as well. This is a little, like a stretchy lace. Beautiful image on the front there. She's got it layered with some lace. This opens up. It's got a little pocket in here and one over here. I guess that's not a pocket. That's just where the image was. It's like a CD holder. Again, this is handmade paper. Open that up. This was from Barbara. It's called Laundry Days, and it's 6.5, 8 1/4, 2 signatures, 64 pages, and then here's what she's used in there. She's got a little booklet in the front. That's like a wax paper kind of feel. Again, with the little detail there. Cute little dress up here with some clothespins. A couple pockets. Really pretty colors. Laundry is another chore I don't mind doing. really don't enjoy is vacuuming. I'm not a fan of vacuuming. I mean, it has to be done, but I don't want to be the one to do it. Really subtle little stencil there, pretty. Great ideas if you're just starting out making journals. My channel and shop is a great place to get inspiration. And then we have one more journal today. I do have a couple of supply videos coming up, and I have a couple more journal videos in the queue here, so you'll want to stay tuned and come back. I know it might be a little while before I get back, but I hope you guys will stick around. We have some layering going on here. This is a repurposed book. The back is all covered. This is also by Connie, and it is called Beautiful Day, 8.5 by 5.5, 3 signatures, 102 pages. And then she's got some additional information there, so you can pause the video and go back and read that. So this has very pretty colors in it. I love large journal cards too. I've been putting a lot of those into my journals as well. It's kind of like a page, but removable, and you can move it around, put it where you want, clip it onto something, tuck it into something. Sometimes I don't talk a lot, I just let the journal pages make their beautiful sound I like to listen to. I forget to talk. Love these mason jar little tuck spots too. Little interactive color page there.